Professor Gurnah, many congratulations on the tremendous achievement of your winning the Nobel Prize in Literature 2021. We're all filled with immense pride at that achievement, but how do you feel about it?
Thank you. Well, of course, I'm delighted. The Nobel Prize is a very big thing for a writer. So it's terrific to be awarded this prize.
And what went through your mind when you first heard the news?
Well, I heard the news just before lunch. It was about 10 to 12. It's important to say it was 10 to 12 because the news was actually announced at 12. So, and this person speaking to me on the phone very courteously and politely said, "You have been awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature." Anyway, to cut a long story short, I logged on to the Swedish Academy just in time to see the very same man who had been on the phone to me a few moments ago actually announcing the award. And I think actually up until that moment when I heard my name, I still wasn't quite convinced that this wasn't somebody having a laugh.
Some of your early days as a writer were spent here at the University of Kent. When and how did you first feel your voice as a writer emerge?
The year I came here, sort of within a month or so, I had my first letter to say we would like to publish your. And then my first novel was published in 1987. But I don't think it was a matter of finding. By then, voice is already there. I've been croaking away for several years. These things come, I think, from within. You know, when I say from within, I don't mean just entirely from your sort of like talent or imagination alone, but you know, your experience, your interest, and some of those concerns and matters that you reflect on are associated with, you know, sometimes very personal experiences, but often also global experiences. If somebody has an experience of being a refugee, in the first instance, what you want from that narrative is an accurate, truthful, possibly powerful account that will move people to understand that particular person's experience. It might be that the most important thing there is not the quality of the writing, if you know what I mean, whatever that might be, but the quality of the experience that is being narrated. It could be that, like I said a while ago, it could be that there are other occasions when the writing might draw a reader into a more subtle response, a more nuanced response to understanding the background to what happened to that person, in a way that the person himself may not be able to deliver because the experience is raw, the experience is felt deeply, and it might be, you know, she might not be capable, perhaps has not reflected enough, it doesn't matter, but he's gone or she has gone through the experience and can deliver it to us as listeners, as readers. So there are many different ways in which narratives can work together to produce this sort of movement forward. But it does seem to me that what literature does more often than not is to pose questions for us, whatever period they're operating in. That's why people keep returning to Shakespeare or to Chaucer or to whatever. It isn't just to study. It is because their works, their text, keep opening up questions, even though, you know, the centuries old. So, and of course, literature is full of ideas that are sometimes being experimented with, sometimes ideas that challenge your or our understanding, our received conventional way of looking at things. I do think that as a writer and as a human being, I have not been backward, as it were, when it came to writing about or spotting or participating in alleviating an injustice if I could. And I don't think that that is going to change. I think I will go on doing what I have been doing, which is to continue to do that. If I see, or if I feel this is important to say, then I will say that.